Hey guys, this is a review on my 2007 Dodge Ram 1500. It's got the Hemi. Sorry if the camera's shaky. This is going to be a 1 year review. Well, actually, I bought it in October, so it hasn't been quite a year yet, but pretty close. Black as you could tell, chrome wheels, all that jazz. I'm going to go over the good and the bad of it over the last year. It's not cheap to own one of these. Just going to throw that out there. They do cost money to repair, service, and all that. One thing being general maintenance. Truck holds 7 quarts of oil. Yeah, buddy. Hemi. As you can see, this is a 4-letter word for bad gas mileage. Actually, it's better on gas than the previous engines they had in Dodges, like the 5.9 and 5.2, but not by a lot. I averaged about 14 miles to a gallon. It's like $80 to fill this truck up, with current gas prices being around $2.80, $2.90 a gallon. When I first got the truck, shortly afterwards, I had to get the transmission replaced. That's something that you want to have to go through after you buy a truck, but it's just something that happens when you buy used vehicles. It's only got 167,000 miles on it as it is anyway, but which is good for how old it is. 2021, and this is a 07. It's in great shape, no rust. It's got dents on it here and there and a couple scratches. It's partly due to me being a little careless, but all in all, I take care of my vehicles, I promise. I don't know how well you can see, but I have aftermarket exhaust. That's about the only thing I've done to the truck. It's got a Flowmaster 10 series on it. Sounds pretty good. All in all, it's been a decent truck. It's had transmission replaced. It's, for some reason, it throws a check engine light after it idles for a certain amount, like 10 minutes of it idling. It'll throw a check engine light for low oil pressure, and the gauge is good. It doesn't knock or anything like it's lost oil pressure. So I don't know what the deal is with it there. Who knows? When you buy a Hemi, keep in mind there's 2 plugs per cylinder. So when you have to change all 16 of those, that's expensive. And coil packs, I can't remember how much they are each, but they go out randomly as well. Nothing about this motor is cheap by any means. But I guess that's just part of it. Typical things, headlights, they have that happen to them. Fog lights are actually brighter than the headlights, which is funny to me anyway. So like I said, when I first got the truck, I had to get all the plugs and a coil replaced, and as you can see, I got 166,797 actually. A lot of unforeseen expenses. Like I said, it's just part of it. My interior is not bad though. A lot of these, I see they rip the tops off of them and just tear these trucks apart. But all in all, it's not been a terrible truck. I mean, it has died on me a couple times for unexplained reasons. I mean, it doesn't pop up any kind of check engine light whatsoever. It just dies sometimes. And a lot of people in the forums, they have the same issue. And they just live with it because they can't figure it out. There's people in there that are like, yeah, my truck's died on me randomly 37 times, while driving it. And they're like, yeah, it's almost killed me, but you just kind of get used to it. It's like, what, why? But I see why they do it, because they can't figure it out, and I guess people don't always have money to go get a different truck. Just part of it, I guess. Now, another thing I want to talk about is the MDS, the multi-displacement system. On these trucks, it was the first couple years they put that on the Hemis, and I'm spinning, and it's awful. It is awful. I hate it. I can't stand it. I want to buy the programmer to get rid of it, but the programmer's like $400. So, but it is on the way. But like I said, this MDS, it bogs the truck down. That's why I'm running it in tow haul mode. Bogs the truck down. Here, I'll show you. I'll put it back regular. There we go. If I can get around this curve. Well, if I can get traction, I will. It ain't gonna do it now, but put it back in tow haul mode for the moment so I can actually get up this hill. All in all, it's not a bad truck, and I've probably said that like 30 times already. But it's an 07, you know, it's what, 14 years old? So it's gonna have problems. Would I recommend one of these trucks? Like I daily drive this truck, right? And I don't know what they've got going on here. Oh my God, the road's terrible. Oh, this was a horrible decision to come up here. I have no idea. But it's 14 years old, it's used. Not that many miles. Yeah, 14 years old, it's got problems. But every vehicle's going to have problems, I guess. Just the MDS is something that really, really bugs me. Because you gotta think, why does a Hemi need to have a couple cylinders deactivate? I want all 8. I want that power, which this truck has a lot of. And I'll try to show some more of that in just a moment. But let you hear the Flowmaster 10 series too. Great sounding motor, great running motor most of the time. Just if you're gonna own one of these trucks and daily drive it, you better be ready to spend some time at the pumps. That's gonna be your new home. Just something to think about before you get into one of these. But and I got a 26-gallon tank as well. If you get a mega cab, I think they got 32-gallon tanks and get even worse mileage. I think a guy I work with, he's got a mega cab and his is lifted and all that, and I think he said he gets like 8 miles to a gallon, which is awful. I had a 78 F-150, it got just a little bit better than that. But no, all in all, it's just something that you need to really put some thought into before you dive into one of these trucks, because there's going to be unseen expenses, and chances are they're going to be expensive. But it's just part of it. But like I said, lots of power. I'm not on the right road to really open it up though. And it's been raining this morning, so it's kind of wet out. So like I was saying, guys, Dodge Ram 1500. It's the Hemi. Beautiful, black, pretty quick for what it is. Impossible to keep clean, that's for sure. Don't buy this truck. Well, not this truck specifically, but a truck like this unless you can afford to put at least $80 a week in gas in it, and you can afford to change the plugs and all the coils. Like I said, there's 16 spark plugs and 8 coil packs. They aren't cheap. Something else to keep in mind, the tires. Tires ain't cheap for these either. And these, where does it say that? These are 275 55 R20s, so 20-inch wheels, and those tires, they ain't cheap. Nothing about this truck is cheap, and I've said that a couple times through the video, but it's true. So, decent truck all around. It's got the power, it's got the good sound, great looking truck. Still, it's a pretty dependable truck for the most part, but as far as daily driving it goes, it's not practical, you know. But in the end, it's up for you to decide what you want to do. This is my 1-year review. I'd recommend it, but not for a daily driver. Maybe more of a weekend truck. That's going to be it for this video. Hope you got some kind of insight on this, and we'll see you in the next one.